in the pristine wilderness of Alaska, where ancient glaciers meet emerald forests and crystal rivers carve through untouched valleys. A young grizzly bear named Koda faces the most challenging moment of his life. At 7 years old, with distinctive golden-brown fur marked by a white patch on his chest, Koda has lived safely under his mother's protection. But now, as the salmon runs that have fed his family for generations begin to fail, Anya must make the hardest decision a mother can make. The time has come for Koda to survive alone, in a world that no longer follows the ancient rules of the wild. Without his mother's guidance, Koda discovers that survival is a brutal teacher. When he accidentally ventures into the territory of Magnus, a massive 900-pound dominant male, Koda barely escapes with his life, bearing the scars of claws across his shoulder. Hunger drives him to desperate measures, digging for roots, stripping bark, searching for any sustenance in a landscape growing more barren each day. Even the companionship of Luna, another young bear facing the same struggles, cannot fill the growing emptiness in his belly. Desperation drives Koda to make a choice that will define his destiny. He begins traveling farther north than any bear in his family's history, across treacherous terrain where melting permafrost creates deadly sinkholes and glacial floods turn rivers into raging torrents. Shadowed by wolves who see him as potential prey, Koda must rely on intelligence over strength. Using fallen trees as bridges and testing thin ice with careful precision, each mile he travels takes him further from everything familiar, deeper into an uncertain wilderness where survival depends not on following old paths, but on creating new ones. After weeks of grueling travel, Koda makes a discovery that will save his life. In the remote northern territories, he finds what others missed: a new salmon run, smaller but sufficient, where fish have adapted to changing waters by following ancient tributaries farther north. For the first time in months, Koda tastes success. His fishing technique improves rapidly, his body grows strong, and his distinctive white chest patch becomes a symbol of resilience. In this harsh new territory, where winter comes early and stays late, Koda learns that survival isn't about clinging to the past, it's about embracing an uncertain future. 2 years have transformed Koda from a struggling orphan into an 800-pound giant. When ancient instincts call him back to his birthplace, he returns not as the frightened cub who left, but as a dominant force of nature. The landscape has changed dramatically. New lakes formed by melting permafrost, altered river courses, and his aging mother Anya still struggling in the sparse traditional runs. Here, Koda meets Siku, a strong female who has also learned to thrive in changing times, and together, they represent hope for a new generation. Koda's greatest triumph is not his own survival, but ensuring the future of those who come after. With Siku by his side, he has fathered twin cubs, one male, one female, who inherits his distinctive white chest patch as a mark of their legacy. He shows them the northern fishing grounds he discovered, the alternative foods that sustained him, and most importantly, how to read the signs of a changing world. In a world of constant transformation, adaptation ensures survival. And Koda's legacy, marked by that distinctive white patch, will live on in the cubs who carry both his genes and his hard-won wisdom into an uncertain but hopeful future.